Good morning, students. I'm Seema Sharma, PGT Biology from Suro School. As you know, our chapter Improvement in Food Resources are going on. So, today is a part 2 in which we discussed about strategies and practices we use to improve our existing food resources. Uh, Students, as you know, in India, as many other agriculture based countries, farming range from small to very large farms, right? Different farmers thus have a more or less land, money, and it's information and technologies. In short, it is the money or financially conditions that we allow farmers to take up like different farming practices and agricultural technologies. There is a correlation between higher input and yield. Thus, the farmer's purchasing capacity of input decide cropping system, production practices. Therefore, production practices can be at different levels, right? They include like no cost production, low cost production, and high cost production practices. So, to achieve these goals, here we add the practices involved in farming to improve our yield are divided into three stages. राइट उन्होंने उसको थ्री स्टेजेस में डिवाइड कर लिया. हाउ कैन वी अचीव गोल्स, हाउ कैन वी अचीव हाई yield production, disease free crops, right? The very first is appropriate choice of seeds for planting. The very first step is firstly selection of seeds. Seeds are totally disease free, healthy, right? So we get a healthy crop, healthy plant. Second is improving nurturing of crop plants. Like how can we provide nutrients to a crop plant? Like other living organisms, plant also require inorganic elements like their growth, for their growth and metabolism. These inorganic elements are called nutrients. These are about 40 elements found in a plant, but only 16 elements are essential for plant growth. Only 16 elements are essential for the plant growth and development. These 16 elements are called essential elements, right? Like macronutrient or micronutrient. Like out of 16 essential elements, two elements are carbon and oxygen obtained from the air. Carbon and oxygen obtained from the air. Hydrogen from water, and these are called non mineral element. It's a non mineral element because they are not obtained from soil, na. Remaining 13 elements, first, second, third, is covered from air and water, and these are called non mineral elements. Now, remaining 30 elements are absorbed by soil, are called mineral elements. 13 are absorbed by the soil, is called mineral elements. Okay, so out of these 16 elements, 9 elements are required by plant in relatively large quantities. These elements are called macronutrient. Okay, firstly revise the things. Carbon and oxygen obtained from air, hydrogen obtained from water. These are called non mineral element. Now the remaining 13 element is absorbed by the soil. These are called mineral elements. Okay, out of 16 elements, 9 elements are required by the plant in a large quantity. That's why they are called macronutrient, and other 7 elements are required in comparatively smaller quantities. These are called micronutrient, right? large quantities macronutrients, small quantity micronutrients. Now, protection of growing and harvested crop from the loss. So after this, the first target of ours, like firstly the growing crops can be prevented by weeds, insects, right, by using different methods. And after this we can unless there is a proper management to protect a crop against weeds, insect, right, pathogens, crop productivity cannot be enhanced by using good quality of seeds, providing adequate irrigation facilities, beneficial cropping patterns. Like it is estimated that if weeds, okay, plant disease, insects are not controlled at appropriate time through a proper protective management program, the crop yield may decline up to 50%. Crop quality is decreasing 50%. So, firstly, protect the growing crop. After this, storage of crop, storage of grain. Most crops like rice, wheat, maize are harvested only once a year. Proper storage is necessary to get food grains throughout the year in India. Like in India, it has been estimated that approximately more than 9% of grain are lost due to poor and improper storage. Okay, so like how can we prevent it? By drying, okay, and maintenance of hygiene, proper storage. All these methods are included in it. We can discuss it in detail. Okay. Hence, the major activities for improving crop yield can be classified as we discuss all things in these points, like firstly crop variety improvement, crop production improvement. These things we discussed in a next slide. Thank you and have a nice day.